Good morning, all of you. So start reading. We'll discuss some problems on the ray optics one. Read the question. Okay, now these are the types of questions what we have. Best thing, my suggestions like a revising ray optics. Directly start with numerical. No need to read theory everything. Take the numericals and start working. There'll be a better picture what I feel. So we have two and lens. One of the its side is silver. One of its side is silvered and placed 14 cm away from an object as shown figure. At what distance x should be a second convex lens of focal length 24 cm be placed so that image coincides with the object. One of the side is silvered and placed 14 cm away from this is x or something what you can call it. This you call x better. Let's get into the discussion here now. So what to do now? Such questions where the image should be formed on the object itself. I think these are the there are some around 20 numericals are there, but all the 20 numericals the method is same. You may find different numericals, but what is the thing is like if you have a curved surface silvered, one method. If you have a plane surface silvered, one method. So we'll analyze both the cases. All the 20 numericals, the method is same. Only thing is the values instead of this lens, concave lens will come, convex lens or plano convex will come. But the method involved will be same. How do this silver lens will be? So we have two lenses. So we'll call this a lens 1. This is a lens 1 and lens 2. The lens 2 what happen is silver. Silver lens, how do it will behave? It will behave like a so we can replace this with a concave mirror. Now the object is placed here. No, object is at at what distance? This x. Okay, now which is the focal length? Focal length f1 we have to find out. So how to find out f1? F1 should be equal to mu minus 1 1 by r minus 1 by r. Mu is 1.5 minus 1. This will be 32 plus 32 minus of 32. Or instead of this, it will be 2r. Okay, 1 minus 1 by mu, no? It is mu by the surrounding medium is there, no? Okay, this will 1 by f, sorry. Long gap. No, this will be 1.5. Let me as it is. This will become 2 by r. So f1 equal to r by 2 mu minus 1. R is how much? 32. 2 1.5 minus 1. So focal length of this is 32 centimeter. What is f1? This should be the okay, f2, sorry, this is go for like this. What about f1? F1 will be 24 centimeter. No, this is f1. So this silver lens now we should replace with a f2 mirror. I'll replace this with a effective f. We should replace this one. So what is the effective lens? This will be 1 by f equal to, can you remember, negative only? Some books they're given positive, negative, but it should be negative only. What is the radius of curvature? At what distance x should be placed? Okay, now we know radius of curvature of this is 32 centimeter. So this will be minus of 2 by focal length of the lens, that is f2. F2 is how much? 24. F2 is 32. Anybody? Value of f? So this will be minus 2 by 32 minus 4 by 32. 8 centimeter. Okay, that one. So now so this will be like a plane mirror. Okay, now we have this much, so we know only this particular thing. Carry on with the problem. What should be the x that is asked? We know f1 as 24 centimeter. Now after the race should retrace, no? The race should retrace. So either what is the one condition? So this particular lens should be placed such a way that if the image is formed at the pole, there are two possibilities are there. Can it happen like this? And there's a possibility of retracing. Okay, if final image is formed at the pole of the mirror, this is the one thing. Or else the final image should be formed at the center of curvature of this. So it should form final image at that particular point. Okay, first case, this we'll discuss this first case. If the image is formed, I1 is formed at the pole, okay, that one, the final image will be formed at the object only. Then what is this distance? 14 minus x should be equal to x, so we'll apply the lens maker for lens equation. 1 by x 1 by v minus of 14 minus x equal to focal length f1 plus 24. Anybody value of x? Just give me the value of x. Hurry up, no fast calculations. You must. Fourteen by 14 minus 14x 1 by 24. So 14x square minus 14x x square minus x plus 24 equal 0. Anybody value of x?
Sir, it's imaginary.
What happened?
Imaginary values. No real roots.
No, not possible. No, then maybe the final image should be formed at the. So no, let me check the all the conventions correct.
Sir, actually it is 14x minus x square.
Mm-hmm. 14x minus x square. No, we'll check it. Then also I think same. No,
Yes, sir. Still it is imaginary.
not possible. Not possible. So what is the next alternative? Uh, x no, x will be imaginary. Therefore not possible. So what to do now? So we'll assume that the image I1, let it be at the center of curvature. The image I1, let it be at center of curvature. Okay, this I think I'll move all this. Let me go for the next part of the problem. So this is not possible. So this not possible means, so what I'll assume that the image I1 will be formed at the center of curvature of this. So the ray will go there. I1 center of curvature means it will just go there and retrace the path. There's only possibility here. This is ray 1. Okay, this is the object. This is I1, I2, I3. So this was the distance x. We know now this should be 2r, no? And this total distance is 14 centimeter. So still what we have to calculate, that x we have to calculate. So there are only two possibilities. One, the image I1, if it is formed at the pole, because it will get reflected symmetrically. There is one possibility. Next is, let it be at center of curvature. So I'm going to call this as center of curvature of this particular mirror. Now we have to work out. So now again the formula will be 1 by 14 minus x. This will be, what is this image distance, how we define 32 x minus 32 minus of 14 minus x equal to focal length of this is how much, f1 somewhere we wrote it, okay, plus 24. See once, now solve for x. This is the object distance. So this distance, what we can write it as x minus 2r. So x minus 32, sorry, this distance is 32, no, or not 32, 2r. Okay, I made changes, so it should be mod of 2r again. Just carefully you analyze. Focal length, how much we got? F2, how much you got? Oh, F equal to r by 2, no? Okay, it should be 16, no? Oh. Effective focal length of the mirror is we got it 8 centimeter. Then radius of curvature should be twice. Somebody said 32, I wrote 32. Yeah, it's here, no? Yeah, I made correction. Yeah, 16. Okay, then r will be 16 centimeter. Negative sign. Okay, there's only distance, no? Mod of 2r you write it. Okay, no, anybody solve for x? X minus, this will be now 32. 14 minus x by 24. Fourteen minus x plus x minus 32. 18. Give me the value of x. No real roots again, huh? What shall I write x? Yeah, Gayatri, what shall I write? 23 plus
23 plus or minus 3 root 57, sir.
23 plus or minus 3 root 57. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yashovardhan, we have some answer. Gayatri gave. We'll get no. I think root 57. Calculations, say from your side, I'm sharing the ideas. The students should be very strong. I don't know, from past 1 month I'm insisting. Very poor calculation from most of you.
Sir, distance PC has to be R, no, sir.
We did that also wrong.
Yes.
2f, what we substitute? 2f or r? Radius of curvature, no? This will be 16 only. Hmm. Minus 16. Minus 2. Yeah, okay, this one. Radius of curvature. 22 centimeter. But we have 14 centimeter, no? X should be less than that. Five point two. 22 or 8, 22 centimeter or 8 centimeter. 8 centimeter will take it. Yeah, 8 or 8.5 something. Okay. Yeah, fine. These are problems very important. So the only thing, see, one thing, when you replace, when a curved surface is silver, for the image to form at the position of object, either what will happen, this particular silver lens, you're going to replace with a mirror. So the rays what happen have to retrace the path. So this can happen only when, if the image I1 is at pole or at center of curvature. Finish over. There's no second thought for you. There's the only thing which you have to take care here. X is 8, this should be 6 centimeter. That's all. 8 plus 6. The object distance should be like 6 centimeter. Okay, fine. No. And now here only, let me just conclude the I have one more problem. I have brought it because the same concept is there. Yeah, read this question. No, not this one, not this one, not this one. I think it got deleted. I'll add up that one. Take this one. Now the same problem. Instead of silver lens, I'm going to bring a plano convex lens. The plane surface, I'll silver it. I'll keep an object O. So let this be mu. Radius of curvature, this is R. So I'll give the thing R equal to 1.5. So mu equal to 1.5. Let R equal to say 10 centimeter. So at what distance I should place this object so that final image will be formed at the position of object only. If you want to bring one more lens here, not needed, just will confine this one. This is again very important thing. What is the radius of curvature of this one? Will be R. What is the condition? The final image should be formed at the position of object itself. Get into the question. Find the position of object from the silvered plano convex lens so that final image is formed at what will be your approach here? No, plane surface is silvered. I want students' approach. Let's see that how you manage this question. The rays will undergo refraction. Then again after refraction, they should fall on the mirror. Again the mirror will reflect that one. Again they'll undergo refraction. And finally they should converge at point O. For this to happen, what is the basic necessity condition is the ray, okay, from here will go like this. After refraction, if they become parallel, I think problem solved. That's all, no? They're going to retrace the path. Okay, you need to think anything big. So after reflection, the rays should become parallel. For that, what should be the value of x? So now we'll take the refraction at point P1. At P1, we'll get into the discussion. So at P1, the ray will be mu, should become infinity. Then this is here. If I don't mention also, it is to be taken here. Then minus of x equal to mu minus 1. Radius of curvature is R. Okay, this will be 1 by infinity. Okay, this should be 0. So this should be equal to 1 by x. Mu is 1.5 minus 1 R is plus 10. X equal to, this will be 1 by 2 plus 20 centimeter is telling. Yashovardhan, check yourself. You are proposing something, no? Why don't you verify? Because already optics is over, no, for you. It's not first time you are listening. I'm claiming, okay, this one. So can I replace this with a silvered lens? Okay, what is the effective, this one? I'm going to replace this with a silver lens. Mirror, the silver lens I can replace with a mirror. Okay, we'll calculate this one. So what is 1 by f equal to 1 by fm minus 2 by fl. Radius of curvature, fm should be equal to r by 2. Okay, sorry, this will be infinity. Plano convex lens, r by why this infinity? Because there's a plano convex lens plus plane mirror. What is the focal length of plane mirror? Should be infinity. So this should become equal to minus of 2. R is 10. Minus 10 centimeters. So I'm going to replace this with a focal length of minus 10 centimeter. Then what should be the where the object, if object is placed at center of curvature of this, if focal length is f, then it should be at a distance of 2f. Okay, I think same condition. Now some numericals, what happen, you can think the first method what I have shown. This is like a mirror. Why concave mirror? Because we got this negative. So the image formed and this is a very popular question. So only student means when plane mirror is, when plane surface is silvered, the rays must be incident normally on the plane mirror. This is one methodology. Or else still you can replace this with an equivalent concave mirror, then start working out. If the object is kept at center of curvature, the image will be formed there only. So we'll get both the things same. This is another method. I think there are some 20 questions are there, not 1, 2. You know to solve all the 20. If an object is kept at some point, the image should be formed there only. So usually that happens either with mirror should come or silver lens will come. So there are 20 numericals are there. Okay, all the 20 numericals, the method is same here. This is what a student has to do preparation now. Let's take the next one. Yeah. Analyze problem. Don't get blindly right. Don't go for blind writing of equations. Please analyze it. Semicircle not there. Meanwhile, I'll draw the diagram. This is the optic axis. It's a thin lens. To explain the diagram, I have brought like this. So a ray is incident. I think it will not undergo any refraction. It is incident normally. Radius of curvature of part is equal to 10 centimeter. So there's a radius of curvature. So there's a normal, no? We'll take this as a normal. The ray moves from denser to rarer, should bend away from normal. So after refraction, he's asking at what distance from the lens. At what distance from the lens means he is asking us to calculate this one. What all other information we have? We have this is 6 centimeter. Are we doing for paraxial rays? The first question we have to ask it. I think if the paraxial ray, I don't mention this one, no? So is it a paraxial? No, it's a marginal ray. Like that we have some 15 types of rays are there. What we can do for marginal rays, lot of mass is involved. That's why to minimize that we are coming for paraxial rays only. So is it a paraxial? No, it's a marginal ray. If you want to write it here, it's a marginal. Will you apply any formula? No, we don't any formula. We should just stick on to the basic geometry and calculate where it will strike it. Okay, now get into the mathematical part. This will be the angle of refraction. This is the angle of incidence theta, or right eye. This angle of refraction r, because this will be the normal. This is the P, you write it. This may not be needed. So what can be this angle? This angle should be pi minus r. This angle should be I. This angle will be r minus I. Okay, what was the question? Only we have to get that x. Let's apply the Snell's law at point P. At point P, sin I mu sin I equal to 1 into sin R. So mu is given 4/3. Do we know theta? Sorry. Do we know I? Radius of curvature is given. So what is radius of curvature? Shall we call this is R? And we know triangle. So sin I we can calculate very easily. Sin I equal to 6 by radius of curvature is how much? 10. So 3/5. 4 into 3, 3/5. Sin R will be 4/5. Anybody value of R? 53 degrees. Now we have to calculate that x. Let's look at the triangle. From triangle CPI, we should calculate this distance x. Okay, what can be this distance? The remaining this distance should be the r. No. Can we apply sine rule? Applying sine rule, sine of r minus I by Cp should be equal to sine of pi minus r by Ci. Cp is how much? 10. So we know R, I, all the values. Solving will get the expression for X. So when marginal rate comes, what is the problem? Like this, so much of mass is involved. That's why we avoided. That's why we made all the discussion for only paraxial rate. So whenever from optic axis, if they give the position where the ray is incident is striking the lens, when they give no, it is understood it's a marginal ray. So a lot of students, what happen, they want to apply the formula lens, like a lens equation, like what is the problem with this? Why we can't use this one? This is derived for what? Lens maker formula, the lens equation, mirror formula, everything is what happened. The discussion was made with respect to what? With respect to paraxial rays. What we have is marginal rays. So these formulas are not applicable. That's why we are taking help of this mathematics here. Possibility of asking such questions in advanced exam. Mains may not be, advanced possible. Some glass slab, the idea of glass slab. Draw the lens. Here also the method is drawing the diagram. You check the advance also. Roughly 60% of numericals, no diagrams are there, or ray optics. Remaining 40% numeric diagrams are there. So the professor wanted you to imagine the diagram. Once you draw the diagram, I think very easy, you can manage. Optics is a topic where you can, it's similar to it in thermodynamics only. Of course, good questions will come, but once you learn the methodology, it's very easy. Provided if they are not mass based, you check the advanced paper, all based on the formulas what you learnt are being asked here. Especially advanced, almost all questions, just only the formula involved here. Just you have to understand the situation and apply the formula, you'll get it. Very systematic numericals, that one. So you can expect just questions of those kind only, not mass based. Okay, we have a convex lens. If a glass slab of thickness and is inserted between the lens and object, image is formed at infinity. It's placed at 25 centimeter. Now I'm going to bring a glass slab. So what this glass slab will do, after refraction, the rays should become parallel here. How it is possible? I think the the shift should be such that it should be at a first focus, if the image formed by the lens, by the slab, if it is at I1. What is I1? This I1 should be at 20 centimeter. If object is at first focus, where the image will be? At infinity. So how much of shift the slab should produce? Should produce a shift equal to 5 centimeter. What is the formula for the shift? One minus 1 by mu t. No, mu is what should be the thickness? Can you draw a ray diagram? The rays which are emerging from your opening should emerge from I1. So should be incident from, or so like should be emerge from I1. No, here it will undergo double refraction. They'll come here. So the ray diagram will go for ray diagram after refraction. Okay, so show one just above the axis, that will be enough. This is the axis. Very popular slab in nearby convex, concave mirror, nearby lens. Some questions are there. Just think on them. Unnecessary is troubling you. Silver lens moving. Most of the problems what we have done is like a concave or convex mirror is moving. Now silver lens. What is a silver lens? Silver lens is again similar to like a concave mirror only or convex mirror. And you know when an object moves nearby a mirror, the method. Same thing is applicable for silver lens also. So first we'll calculate we'll replace this with an effective lens. The formula will be 1 by f radius of curvature of silver surface is 10 centimeter, so minus 5, 2 times focal length of the lens is 10, minus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5, f equal to minus 5 by 2 centimeter. Okay, no. So now can we get the radius of curvature of this? R should be equal to 2f. Anyway, not needed. We'll just, so we'll replace this everything with a concave mirror. I got f negative. Now get into the basics of like an object moving nearby a concave mirror. The lens is moving with 1 meter per second. We have the focal length of this. F dash I'll call. In the book they given f, no? Object is moving with a speed VO. This is the velocity of mirror. What was the formula? Velocity of image with respect to mirror along x-axis is equal to minus of m whole square velocity of object with respect to mirror along x-axis. Straight away directly that formula, or else you should take the equation and you should derive. If this is the object distance u, so what are the basic formula? 1 by v so this will become derivative of this. Derivative of this will be minus 1 by v square dv by dt will be vi mx. minus 1 by u square velocity of object with respect to mirror along x-axis. So Vimx is equal to minus of p by u whole square Vom. So this you have to break up. Vix so choose any sign towards right positive. Vmx plus 1 Vix minus Vm, okay, here plus 1. We don't know V and U. Using mirror formula we can find out that also. V U is minus 10 by 3. F dash you have to substitute, not that 10 centimeter here. I think you have to be careful. Look at the V. Anybody V? One by V minus 3 by 10 minus 2 by 5. Minus 10 minus 10, so V equal to minus 10 centimeter. Okay, this will be minus 10. U is minus 10 by 3 whole square. Velocity of object minus 1. Velocity of mirror plus 1. 1. This will be minus 9 minus 2. 1 plus 18. 19 centimeter, all these are 19 meter per second. Ten plus, so it should have been alpha will be 9. Silver lens moving, nothing to do. Replace that effective silver lens with a equivalent concave or convex mirror, then come back to the spherical mirror concept and start working the problems. My experience, I'll tell you, if you are taken any textbook and started reading theory, gone. Because you see plane mirror only, it will take 1 day. Spherical mirror, it takes minimum 1 day. Prism 1 day. Refraction 1 day. Refraction of spherical surface 1 day. Lens 1 day. 6 days only will be reading. When you solve problem, nothing is there. And you feel that, okay, let me solve problem. Even I too know information. I know formula, I know theory. But again, solving problem, I have to think, no. So this thinking ability you are going to miss. Yesterday, whatever happened. Today, what happened? Directly, straight away numerical. I gave DPPs, or you have so many books now, straight away numericals. How to take numericals? Pick up problems from all the topics. Plane mirror, spherical mirror, refraction at plane surface, prism, TIR, variable refractive index, then lens. 10 problems you pick up from all 1. Take a time 1 hour. Or pick up 15 problems. Take a time of 1 hour. Solve it. Next again. I think a good revision will occur. I think this is over, no? I think. One more. Some good question he has asked. A point source AC is placed at a distance of 21 centimeter from a convex mirror. We'll take the convex mirror. One minute at least I should permit. Draw the diagram. There's no diagram, you see. One by f equal to 1 by fm minus 2 by fl. Silver lens formula. Open notes, everything is available. For silver lens, 1 by f equal to 1 by fm minus 2 by fl. A point source S is placed at a distance of 21 centimeter from a convex mirror. This is a convex mirror of focal length f2. Will write it. What is the distance of converging lens? Converging lens means it should be like a convex lens only. Yeah, I brought it. From the mirror, we don't know this, so focal length of this to get the final image on the source itself again. Okay, little bit different conditions I brought it. You can see here now. The final image should be here only. What is the methodology you can think here? we know this distance. P1, P2. The only thing is, after refraction, the rays should fall at the center of curvature of this convex mirror. Where the center of curvature of convex mirror will come? Will be on the right side. This will be focal length. This will be center of curvature. Do we know that center of curvature portion? As it is. This will be focus. So what is the basic necessity condition? After refraction, if the rays they'll get reflected, they retrace a path. I think this is one basic necessity condition. No? So why you are thinking like this? Why can't they be parallel? Like in previous problem you said previous problem is previous problem. Now it's convex lens is there. So when that final image will be at the location of the source itself, means only when the rays retrace the path. Okay, here the rays will undergo refraction. For them to retrace path, only the rays should be incident at center of curvature. If then reflected. Then from principle of reversibility of light, the rays will come. This is enough. Okay, now get into the mathematics here to prove this. So do we know this distance? 24 centimeter. but he has asked x now. Okay, we'll call this is say y. Yeah, carry on now. Writing equation, nothing is there. I explain concept. No, sir. What to write equation? Do we have for this lens? This is the object distance. Where the image should be? Image is x plus 24 centimeter. Let it that one. X plus y is what? 21. We have to calculate x. Y is also unknown. So definitely two equations, two unknown will come. Try it, no? Yochan, instead of asking me question, you are in a revision program. Why don't you try and say that, okay, sir, I did like this only? Instead of asking question. Or even this y also I'll better write, because we wanted only x, no, to save time. Why to write two equations? Only one equation is enough, huh? 1 by 24 plus x six centimeter. Got it now? Books, what happened? They have shown some calculations where you have to imagine that one. So straight away, the idea of that at center of curvature. If the plane mirror is there, the rays what happens should be incident normal. If they like a, we have once again I make you to recollect. The reflecting surface, the ray should be incident normally. There's the one rule. Then we brought some curved surface. If the curved surface comes, the image should be formed at center of curvature. Whether it's a, here I brought concave, you can see here. Now this one, it's a convex. I think all three cases is what your teacher has shown. In exam, at least after teacher helping you so much, you should help yourself in exam. If you don't help yourself, then gone. Let's get into the next problem. One hour you can solve 20 numericals of ray optics if you have the exact methodology. 20-25 to that speed. What happen? You can wind up by tomorrow. What happen? If you want, you can wind up the total ray optics revision. Provided what happened, what all you studied, you should able to remember the minimum things like mirror formula, lens maker formula, silver lens formula, the prism, all those formulas, different ideas. What to do now when we have the focal length of combined system? One lens silvered, okay, fine. But we have supporting so many. So replace all these four lens by one lens and we have a mirror. What is the equivalent? So you have to treat it in this way. This is F1, F2. Replace this with an equivalent. Okay, very simple. How to get 1 by F1? Focal length of each lens is 20 centimeter is there. So 1 by 20 plus 1 by 20. and the radius of silver surface is 20 centimeter. Focal length will become 10 centimeter. This will be 5 centimeter. Okay, I think it's over. 1 by f equal to 1 by f2 minus 2 by f1. Anybody answer? Minus 2 centimeter. I just brought this final object, final image with the position of object now, because spherical mirror lens, both ideas will be mixed up here. This will be initial, very easy for you to recollect. Construct the diagram. There are two lenses are there, two identical convex lenses. Okay, it's telling both are identical. Find where a convex mirror of radius of 5 should be placed so that final image coincides with the object itself. (20 centimeter) is this distance I know. The focal length of each is 15. Radius of curvature of 5 centimeter. We'll do one thing, F2, F3. We'll write symbol like this. Find where a convex mirror, not concave, convex mirror. I'll replace it. Final image coincides with the object itself. 20. How come two lenses are there? It's possible. We'll do one thing. Like previous problem, we replaced 4 lens by one single lens. Shall we replace these 2 lens by one equivalent lens? Maximum students will try to think in that way. So you'll be going wrong. When you can replace these 2 lens by equivalent lens, only when object at infinity. That formula is there in the book. I didn't discuss also because it's not applicable for practical things like this. Only when object at infinity is applicable. 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 minus d times of f1 f2. Hope if you can remember that. What is a d? D is a separation. When you can replace two lenses separated by a distance with an equivalent lens, when object is at infinity, when object is at finite distance, we don't have any formula to replace these two with an equivalent lens. I'm repeating it, please. Don't be lazy that one. Maximum students, they want like that only. Sir, can we replace these two by one equivalent lens? No, we don't have formula. When object is at finite distance from any one lens. Better to work out. Carry on. I just picked up this question only to give this information. Again, what is the basic idea? The image formed by combination of by these two lenses should be such that it should be at the center of curvature of this. Can it retrace the path? Find where. Where means, okay, I'll put it this x. Two minutes you are supposed to solve. Then that was the challenge here. I'll start it. For the lens it will be, so you can use symbol P1, P2, P3. It will be a little bit easier for us. How much answer? 50, no? I don't have answer. Let me verify it. P1 I1 P10 minus 20 plus 15. So 60 centimeter will be the I1. Okay, this I1 will become object for the second lens. 1 by P2 I2 P2 I1. 60 centimeter is this, so this will become plus 40. P2 I2. Chandelier 15, now 24. Let me check it. 40 into 15 by 55. 3 by 11. 40 into 3 by 11. Eleven Tanger. P2I2 I got 10.9 approximately. Okay, I think I'm right. 11 Tanger 110. 10.9. For further one more decimal place also we can go for it. So 10.9, and the center of curvature of this mirror should be such that it should be here. I'll shift the diagram. Center of curvature here. The I2 should be formed there, and I1 is somewhere here. That X is what needed for us.
Sir, even if the image is a pole, it will retrace its path, no, sir.
Check it. This was how much? 10.9 centimeter. In that I should take out this 2.5. Not 2.5, 5 centimeters, sorry. Check how much will be. 5.9 is what? I'll get one answer. Now one more. X is what? I'll get it as 10.9 equal to x plus 5, x equal to 5.9 centimeter. This is the one thing. Now, is it possible that image I2 is formed at pole P3? I'm asking, we have to ask ourselves this question. Sir, why can't this is possible? I'll bring these two lens. This image, this mirror, no, exactly I'll form. Where is I2? I2 is here, no? Yeah. The pole itself of this mirror will shift there. I think possible, no? So this is I2. I1 will be somewhere here. Let's not bother I1. Center of curvature will be here. Okay, no, so the ray diagram here, this will be I'll shift a little bit down. I think if you can draw a ray diagram little bit, you'll understand question little bit still more beautifully. That one, there is only thing why we insist on ray diagram. In exams, I think if you are able to understand, you have to live it. You should not go for ray diagram plotting. It will take more time. Only if you have a confusion to verify, you should come to the ray diagram, or else you have to avoid. but learning stage, better go for ray diagram. This is the thing, solid one. Then finally, okay, there's a one ray diagram is what I proposed it. Everything should retrace, show that arrows in the reverse way. The final image, high 3 should be here. I don't know, I3, I4, what will be that final image. I will write it here. Here how the ray diagram should be. This is I1. Okay, this ray here. Now, so they should be then they can retrace a path. See, anything you have element of doubt, you have to verify it. No need of scared, because at this particular stage, no, anything if you feel okay, come on, you have like this, can it happen? Verify it. That's all. Even myself also, if I get anything, no, so I have to verify. Without verification, not possible. C3. Okay, pick up some problems where multiple ideas are there: mirror, lens, prism, lens, slab. So like that, some two, three. Shall I call? We are going to call all these as like instruments, optical instrument, like lens, mirror, prism. More than one instrument is there. Optical instrument is there. Pick up such a question and start working out, because you can revise many things at a place. Don't do problems only of course you do few, but maximum prefer questions of where multiple, more than one optical instrument should be there, like a lens mirror, lens plane mirror, lens spherical mirror, spherical mirror plane mirror, prism lens. Such numericals you do it, because at a stretch you can analyze lot of things. Okay, two answers okay for us. One answer is 5.9. The other answer will be 10.9 centimeter. We'll stop the class here. Okay kids, like we had some discussion on the numericals on the ray optics. So please do pick up numericals. Start thinking and analyzing. If you find difficulty in particular solving that question, if you don't know concept, no, go back, recollect again, come back the numericals. So the overall motto is like a revise, through numericals. You can save a lot of time rather than reading theory, then going to numericals. Straight away, take numericals, think on it. If you don't know anything, okay, just go back. Okay, what is the theory involved? Read theory 2-3 minutes, come back and start working numericals. The ray optics, the methodology should be of this kind. So try to work out as many numericals as possible in your what all available time, so that within this 4-5 days, you can come across different ideas. The different ideas is going to help you a lot in your exam. Okay, bye. See you.